cap on the water in 11 and 6. So they, okay. Trying to go around. Yeah, okay. Somebody's on? Brian, is your mic on? Nobody mic on? And they're not even here? Really? How rude.
Okay.
I'm not on.
The green light's on, but the
Correct.
I've got light but no sound.
On, but
Testing.
I'm on now.
okay.
Mine's also.
Can you hear me now? Okay, being it's 7 o'clock, I'd like to call the February Planning Board meeting to order. Can we have a roll call?
Mr. Carnegie,
Here.
Mr. Zenner,
here.
Mr. Donnelly.
Here. Okay, we need to do a approval for the minutes of the January meeting. Is there any discussion?
Nope.
Can we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second the motion.
May I have a vote?
Mr. Carnegie,
Aye.
Mr. Sorry, Mr. Zenner,
Aye.
Mr. Donnelly.
Aye. And the only thing we have on the agenda tonight is the advisory review of a use variance for Lima Auto Body Shop, 76 Jacobs Highway. Mr. Erda?
Okay, this is a planning and zoning advisory review for the 2026-V01 use variance for the Lima Auto Body Shop at 76 Jacobs Highway. This is a review for the reference application. They want to allow a commercial business and auto body repair shop in a residential zone. They gave us a zoning board of appeals application with permissions. They gave an applicant letter of intent. They gave an all-purpose addendum to their contract for purchase. They gave a floor plan sketch and a short EAF. The applicant is not currently the owner, so they provided the purchase amendment giving the owner signed consent to apply for the variance. That's okay. The applicant's letter of intent references the wrong municipality. In the first paragraph, they mentioned Binghamton and City of Binghamton a couple times, and then also in the next to last paragraph, reference it aligning with the City of Binghamton's goals. The required exhibits per the application are lacking and incomplete. The engineer architect stamped site plan is lacking. They didn't give one, which normally would show existing structures with any proposed parking layout, including ADA stalls, staging area for patrons, vehicles, etc., and how many maximum vehicles to be stored on site daily they might have. Now, as an auto shop, they're going to have more than just patrons there. That would normally have signage on the site plan, any site lighting, a dumpster location, if any, etc. The applicant notes that the existing on-site parking will be used for customers and employees. This parking area appears to be shared with a residential neighbor. It's tough to tell right now. With both vehicles in the front, though, they're parked in the town's roadway right-of-way. Site plan usually would be needed to designate the existing on-site parking for the record. I'm not sure if they plan to park in front of the entire facility or not. Quite a bit of that is actually road right-of-way. They're also lacking photographs per the application package requirements. The project is within a 73-55 Zone 1 wellhead protection zone for the Route 12A well. Project appears to be in compliance with this code section. However, site plan is required to confirm this. I don't foresee any trouble with that as long as they're not making it a salvage yard. Floodplain. Initially, I thought they were in the floodplain, so I had some comments back and forth on that with Laura at the county and the ladies. But the entire parcel is within the 500-year floodplain per the effective FEMA firm, with just the rear of the parcel within the 100-year floodplain at the bank. The existing building is out of the 100-year floodplain. Hours of operation, I just note this. It's in a residential area, but they're asking for normal work hours Monday through Saturday and then 10 to 3 on Sundays. So I think that's a discussion piece. Seeker, I always defer that to Nate to finish that up, but I gave some comments. Part 1 description should note the use variance. Part number 2, are there any other applications that have to be taken care of? Yes, in general. They've got to go get their DMV permit if they're going to be working on vehicles. At least I believe they do, depending on what they're doing. Number 4 is checked commercial for land uses on, adjoining, and near, but that's not the case. Everything around there is residential. The current parcel's been vacant for quite some time. Question 5A should be checked no. It's not a permitted use under the zoning regulations. It's residential. 5B is checked yes and is consistent. It is consistent with the comprehensive plan. Way back then, over a decade ago, they recommended that entire area to be some form of commercial, from 12A and Front Street all the way to the river. Number 9, note the building permit will require any code compliance components necessary to be upgraded for energy code. They checked that it didn't meet the energy code. They're going to have to meet the code depending on their building permit piece for an existing building. 12B, they answered no for archaeological, but it is yes. The whole thing is within archaeological buffer zone per SHPO's CRS website. 13A should be answered yes, as the site is adjacent to the Shenango River. That's just, is it near or on any wetlands, rivers, water bodies, etc. I don't see any impact to it, though. Number 15 should be answered yes. It's answered no, but this is relative to a river species. There's a green floater mollusk type thing in the river. It's not on land, it's in the river, so there should be no impact there. Floodplain, it's no, which is okay as long as they utilize the existing footprint. You do not expand parking. It appears that everything is within the 500-year floodplain, though, and they shouldn't have any impact to the floodplain anyway. If they're going to change stuff with grading of the parking, I'd probably have them do a floodplain development permit. That could come later. Number 20, the EAF mapper marks this answer yes. They checked it no. EAF mapper indicates remediation site V00062 is within 2,000 feet of the parcel. It's everything within this distance of Lowe's. That was the Shenango Plaza area that had a remediation site years ago and was released in 2002 and should have no impact on the project, but it comes up. There aren't any New York State ag districts, none within 500 feet. 239 review is required within 500 feet of the municipal boundary, so the town of Fenton's on the east side of the river. We'll have to refer to county comments. I didn't see any, but typically they're going to comment on wanting a spill response plan, and then also to know where all liquids, oil, etc. will be stored and how they're going to show that on a site plan if it's not in the building. If this does move ahead, building permit should be, if it's approved via site plan review later, the building department would require a building permit for consideration. The floor plan appears to include a floor drain. I just wanted to let the applicant know this will not be allowed to be connected to the municipal sewer nor drain to ground. We just don't allow floor drains out of auto shops anymore. Given the setting within a residential neighborhood, I'd prefer to have a complete application with site plan included to make a formal, informed judgment.
Thank you. Is there any discussion?
I have multiple questions about the building. The site plan, or the diagram that they're showing doesn't match the building that's there. The building that's there is not a rectangular building. It's the back part of it, is it, like, that right side of the building is added on to the building, but he's got it as a rectangular building, so is he gonna be constructing a lot more to the building, or it doesn't match? I mean, it's got that front part of the building, the front right corner, you're looking at it, it looks like it was added on at one point, so that would be the office area for his thing. Is he gonna add on that whole back part of it, make an entrance back there? And he says there's one bay door, but I see 3 bays across the front of the building. Is that gonna be one bay? Cause I don't think they make doors that big, that, for 3 bay wide. I don't think they make them that big. I mean, maybe, but I just don't understand how that's gonna happen like that. But he can't answer the questions. That's what I got.
So this is a use variance request which requires the applicant to show by evidence and other documentary and verbal otherwise that they can achieve 4 specific criteria, and they have to meet every single one of them. So those criteria are that they can't earn a reasonable return on the investment, and the lack of return is substantial, proven by competent financial evidence, that there's a unique hardship unique to their property and not common to a substantial portion of the neighborhood or the district, that the requested variance will not alter the essential character of the neighborhood, and that the hardship was not self-created by the applicant. Those are the criteria. It's up to you folks to determine whether you believe the information submitted by the applicant justifies those 4 things.
No, I don't think so either.
So I think then, given what you both have just said, a motion to recommend denial of the use variance request would be appropriate.
I'll make a motion for that.
And I'll second that.
Mr. Carnegie,
Aye.
Mr. Zenner,
Aye.
Mr. Donnelly.
Aye.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything more to go before the board tonight?
Do we want to appoint a deputy?
Oh, yes, I did get a note, sorry. We need to appoint a vice chairman for the planning board. And does anyone have any suggestions or want to volunteer?
I'll volunteer. You want it? But we can't tonight. So. Okay. Okay. We'll vote on it next meeting. We have at least 1 or 2 more. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we'll follow up with that next meeting.
Okay. Motion to adjourn?
Yes. What time is it?